In this video, we're going to make this text look a little nicer. So let's close the game and we're going to be in our chat box script. That's this here, chat box. Okay, we want to make the text look a little nicer. We're going to change the font size, the font color, and the width of the text field. The problem with the text field is if we have really massive amount of text like this, then that text will overflow outside of the screen. We want it to go on to the next line. So we'll use blocks for that. First, the font size. Let's go to Draw and grab this block under Text, Set Font Size of Text Field. So we'll put that in our When Created block. Set the font size of the text field. Let's try 18. Font color. Go back to Draw and grab the font color block. I'm going to make mine yellow. And then the width of the text field, and you might want to play with this number. We go to Draw. We want to grab Set Font Size again, but change font size to max width. And the width of this should be around 900. You can play with that number though, see what happens. And I might change the typeface as well. If we go to Draw and Set Font Family of text field, I'm going to set the font family to Comic Sans. Very cool font. Let's play that. If we talk to the friendly NPC this time, we should see some better looking text. Nice. Okay, very good. Now, the problem with our game with the chat box is we can't dismiss it. It keeps floating in our game. So we'll allow Spacebar to dismiss it. So let's go to Events and grab when backspace delete is pressed. And we'll change backspace delete to spacebar. Sorry, spacebar. When the spacebar is pressed, we want it to go invisible, and we want the text field also to go invisible. So we'll use these two blocks we've already got. Set visibility of myself to true. We'll make that false. And the visibility of the text field, let's also make that false. Okay, let's play that. Give it a test. And spacebar makes it go away. Very nice. Okay. Now, you might want to have the player frozen in place when the chat box appears. The way that we can do this is with a messaging system. We can broadcast freeze and unfreeze to freeze and unfreeze the player. So, when we display the chat box, we'll freeze the player by broadcasting freeze. We go to Events. And under message sending, we want broadcast message. And let's call this freeze. And then when we dismiss the chat box by pressing spacebar, we will unfreeze. So we'll duplicate that broadcast freeze and set it to unfreeze. So freeze and unfreeze. Now we need our player to receive that message. So let's close our chat box script and save that. And I'm going to save my game as well. File save. Then I'm going to edit the player script. Okay, freezing and unfreezing. So if I go find some space here, I want to receive freeze and receive unfreeze. So those are from events. When I receive message. First message is freeze. Second message is unfreeze. And I can just make it so that the player can't move by tweaking its physics. So from physics, I want a block down the bottom that says set moves to true. Set moves to true. When I receive freeze, moves will be set to false, so it can't move. But when I receive unfreeze, we'll set moves back to true, so this object can move again. Let's see how that works. Can't move, very good. Spacebar, now I can move again. Perfect.